Are you tired of virtual reality just being visual and auditory? Well, step into the future of virtual reality and experience the sensation of touch in a whole new way with the revolutionary haptic suit. Being able to physically feel the things around you, pain and pressure in a virtual world is something beyond imagined. The future of immersive technology is here. Get ready to take your virtual experience to the next level. If you're interested in the world of the metaverse, make sure you join MetaGen by subscribing now. We're going to keep you up to date on the latest developments and show you the incredible potential of this digital universe, so don't miss out. Welcome to our video on the latest technology in virtual reality, the haptic suit. Virtual reality has come a long way, but until now it's been limited to visual and auditory experiences. The haptic suit changes that, allowing users to physically feel pain, pressure, and other sensations in virtual reality. This technology opens up a whole new world of possibilities for gaming, medical training, and even potential military training. In this video, we're going to explore how the haptic suit works and its potential applications, so sit back, relax, and get ready to experience virtual reality in a whole new way. Alright, let's dive into the details of the haptic suit. The haptic suit, as we've mentioned before, uses a combination of sensors and haptic feedback to simulate touch, pain, and pressure in virtual reality. But how does all of it work? Well, the haptic suit is equipped with sensors that detect the movement and actions of the user in the virtual world. Think of it like a virtual reality security camera, but instead of capturing your actions on video, it captures the movements and sends the data to the haptic feedback system. The haptic feedback system is like the brain of the operation. It receives the data from the sensors and then sends appropriate signals to the actuators on the suit. The actuators are like tiny robots that live in the suit and are in charge of simulating the sensation of touch. It's like having tiny minions giving you a massage, but instead of relaxing you, it's making you feel the sensation of getting hit by a virtual object. And voila, you're now physically feeling the sensation of touch in virtual reality. That's not all. The haptic suit can simulate other sensations like temperature, pressure, and even pain. Imagine playing a horror game and feeling the chill down your spine, or playing a game where you're a superhero and feeling the sensation of flight. The possibilities are endless, and the haptic suit is like a magic wand for virtual reality. But let's be real, the haptic suit's potential is far from just gaming. How does this differ from the other VR experiences available? Okay, let's talk about the difference between virtual reality experiences and the added immersion provided by the haptic suit. In the past, virtual reality has been a one-way street. You're visually and audibly immersed in a virtual world, but your body is still very much in the real world. It's like watching a movie. You can feel that you're in the movie, but you're still sitting on a chair eating popcorn. But with the haptic suit, it's like upgrading from a one-way street to a superhighway. Not only are you visually and audibly immersed, you're now physically immersed as well. It's like going from watching a 3D movie to being in a 4D ride in an amusement park. You're not just watching it, you're feeling it. Imagine playing a game where you're a chef and feeling the sensation of chopping vegetables, or playing a game where you're a race car driver and feeling the sensation of speed. The haptic suit takes immersion to a whole new level. It's like virtual reality on steroids. But let's not forget the practical applications of the haptic suit. It's not just for gaming, it changes the way we can learn and experience things. It's not just a toy, it's a tool that can change the way we experience and learn in VR. How will this impact the world of gaming? Well, first, if you find this interesting and want to learn more about intriguing topics like these, make sure you leave a like and join MetaGen by subscribing. Alright, let's talk about how the haptic suit is revolutionizing the world of gaming. In the past, virtual reality games were played on a screen, but with better view. You're visually and audibly immersed, but your body is still very much in the real world. With the haptic suit, though, it's like playing a game on a screen with a better view and a personal masseuse. The haptic suit offers players to feel the sensation of impact, temperature, and pressure in virtual reality. Imagine playing a game where you're a superhero and feeling the sensation of flight, or playing a game where you're a soldier and feeling the sensation of gunfire. The haptic suit takes immersion to a whole new level. It's like playing a game in real life, but without the risk of injury. But it's not just about the fun, the haptic suit has a practical application in gaming. Imagine playing a game where you're a chef and feeling the sensation of chopping vegetables, or a game where you're a race car driver and feeling speed. The haptic suit can be used for education and training, making it a powerful tool for learning new skills. It's like the cherry on top of the virtual reality sundae. It's the difference between playing a game and living it. So next time you're playing a game and you feel like something is missing, remember the haptic suit and how much better the game would feel if you had it. In what other realms of life would this be useful other than gaming? Well, let's talk about how the haptic suit is changing the world of medical training. In the past, medical training has been like learning to drive in a simulator. It's similar to the real thing, but not quite the same. With the haptic suit, it's like learning to drive in a simulator with a personal racing instructor. The haptic suit allows doctors to practice procedures in a virtual environment without the risk to harm or real patients. It's like having a virtual patient you can practice on without any risk of mistakes. Imagine being a surgeon and practicing a difficult procedure without risk of harm to a real patient. It will produce much better doctors that would just be able to repeat the same procedure countless times until they perfect it. But it's not just about the practice. The haptic suit has potential applications in medical training. Imagine being a medical student and learning new procedures in virtual environments. That could be like standing next to virtual surgeries and replaying them over and over. The haptic suit is the angel on your soldier during medical training. It's the difference between practicing on a virtual patient and a real one. So the next time you're a medical student or a doctor in training and feel like something is missing, remember the haptic suit. What other applications does it have? Alright, let's talk about how the haptic suit is changing the world of military training. In the past, military training has been like playing paintball, similar to the real thing but not quite the same. But with the haptic suit, it's like paintball with real bullets. It allows soldiers to experience simulated combat scenarios without the risk of injury. It's sort of like having a virtual battlefield you can practice on without actually dying. Imagine being a soldier and experiencing a simulated combat scenario over and over. It could result in the creation of super soldiers who would have battle experience without actually being in battle. But it's not just about the battlefield. The haptic suit has new potential applications in military training. Imagine being a military trainee and learning new combat techniques and virtual environments against a simulated black belt master in martial arts. It's like constantly having the best trainer in the world. The haptic suit is like the body armor of military training. It's the difference between practicing on a virtual battlefield and a real one. It can simulate the sensation of weight and resistance, allowing soldiers to feel the weight of equipment as if it were real, and it can also be used to train soldiers in dealing with extreme weather conditions, like high heat or cold, by simulating the sensation of temperature. So what can you expect from this suit? Alright folks, let's talk about the potential future of the haptic suit. The haptic suit is like a time machine for virtual reality, taking us to the future where immersion is not just visual and auditory but physical as well. The haptic suit opens up a world of possibilities for immersive technology. Imagine being able to physically feel the sensation of flying or the sensation of walking on different surfaces in a virtual world. The haptic suit can be used to create virtual theme parks, where visitors can experience the sensation of roller coasters and other rides without the risk of injury. But it's not just about the fun. The haptic suit has practical applications in fields like education and research. Imagine being able to physically feel the sensation of performing an experiment in a virtual lab, or the sensation of walking on different planets in a virtual universe. The haptic suit can be used to create virtual classrooms where students can experience the sensation of being in a different place without ever leaving the classroom. This haptic suit is like a magic wand for virtual reality. It's the difference between watching a movie and living it. The future is here and the haptic suit is lending the way. It could truly be a technology that revolutionizes the way we learn, interact, and entertain ourselves in the virtual world. So what have we learned about this amazing suit? Well, the haptic suit is a revolutionary technology that allows users to physically feel pain, pressure, and other sensations in virtual reality. It uses a combination of sensors and haptic feedback to simulate touch and other sensations, and it has a wide range of potential applications, including gaming, medical training, and military training. The haptic suit enhances the immersive experience in virtual reality, and it can be used to create virtual theme parks, classrooms, labs, and more. It can also be used as a tool for education and training, providing a safe and realistic simulation of different scenarios. It's like a magic wand for virtual reality, the difference between watching a movie and living it. If you're interested in the HTC Vive XR Elite, check out this video. Thanks for watching, and if you've enjoyed this video, join MetaGen by subscribing now.